morning. Today we are going to see on introduction to data science. Why data science? What types of data we have? What are the various sources of data? What is the data life cycle and data analysis workflow? So basically, the data science is an interdisciplinary field which uses the scientific methods, algorithms, and process and systems to extract the knowledge and actual insights from both structured and unstructured data. So basically, the data science uses the data, and by the use of mathematics and statistics such as probability, linear algebra, hypothesis testing, and distributions to analyze the data. For automation purpose, we use computer science, and we use programming, algorithms, databases, and data structures. However, the mathematics, statistics, and computer science helps in churning the data, but it is the domain knowledge that helps us to take right decisions, to ask right questions, and interpret results. So the data science has various applications in healthcare, finance, retail e-commerce, transport, social media, and agriculture. Always when the data is there, there is a commonality between data science versus data analytics versus machine learning. Basically, the data analytics tells about what happened during those events. So we will be able to analyze the past events and trends, and we have several tools for usage such as Excel, SQL, Tableau, and Power BI in the case of data analytics. But data science questions about why happened and what will happen. So it deals with the predictions and hidden patterns. We can use tools such as Python, R, ML models, and Jupyter notebooks. And machine learning is about how to automate and self-learn. So we can use algorithms that improve with the data. So we can use PyTorch, scikit-learn libraries, etc. So when we talk about data, so what are the types of data we have? The data may be either structured or unstructured. We call the structured data when they are organized in the form of rows and columns, which helps us to easily analyze the data. So each row is called the tuple, and each column is called the features or parameters. In the case of unstructured data, we have images, audio, video, text, web pages, and sensor logs. In the case of semi-structured data, we can also call it as a JSON object or XML, HTML web pages, emails, etc. In the case of qualitative and quantitative data, the qualitative data gives a non-numeric categories. It can be either labels or any kind of rating. So when there is no order, we call those variables as nominal variables. When there is an order, we call it as an ordinal. In the case of quantitative, it is basically a numerical value. So either we can have a discrete or continuous. So in the case of discrete, we have countable or whole numbers. Continuous means we can have temperature, height, and time taken. So when where are their data arises from? So data arises from primary and secondary resources. The primary resources are directly where the experiment is being collected in the first hand. For example, survey, high accuracy and direct relevance, you can control what is collected. But the disadvantage of is that it is expensive and time consuming. In the case of secondary data source, data is collected by someone else, and we are utilizing. Sometimes the data may not suffice the exact need, or the quality or the bias will be there. So we can also have the public data sets such as data.gov.in, Kaggle. Okay, so these are all secondary data sets, and we can also collect from APIs or sensor data. So what is the data life cycle? So we have end-to-end flow of data from the data collection to the decision making. So various steps involved are: first we collect the data, we clean the data, store the data for analysis and find patterns, and accordingly interpret and translate the insights into decision making. So this is called the data life cycle. So the data collection may be manual entry, automated logs, APIs, web scraping, sensor data or existing databases. So cleaning is necessary because we have missing values, they have duplicate records, inconsistent format, outliers, wrong data, spelling errors, etc. In the case of analysis, we can use different types of analysis: descriptive, diagnostic, predictive, and prescriptive analysis. Descriptive tells about what happened, and diagnostic tells us why did it happen. Predictive analysis says that what will happen, and prescriptive says what should we do about it when it occurs. In the case of interpretation stage, we need to translate the analysis into results into meaningful manner so that the actions can be taken. So data analysis workflow deals with defining the problem, collection of data, clean and prepare the data, exploratory analysis, model and analyze the data using the statistical test, interpret and communicate. So we need to translate the results into plain language and visualizations for and dashboards for understanding by the stakeholders, and deploy and monitor. So we have seen till now the data science and how the data analysis workflow is